Joining me right now is the Flyweight standout from a couple months ago. He had an incredible fight on the Contender Series. Jacob Silva. Thank you, Jacob, for the time, man. I'm joining you for dinner. How's life?
Man, life is good, man. Life is good with some good food, man. Life is good with some good food, man. I'm good, brother. I'm good, man. I'm just, excited, man. I was expecting a phone call from Dana or Mick Maynard, but not this soon. I was supposed to fight on the 20th for LFA in Kansas. So, I was already getting ready for a fight. I just happened to be, 3 days sooner on the 17th. So, we made it happen. I told them, I was ready. They sent the contract. I said, let's go.
Yeah, that's a unique situation for yourself because, coming off that fight, Dana told you and told everybody, like, hey, this dude, we got our eyes on him. We're going to get him back here somehow, some way, maybe in late notice. But then you signed that contract for LFA. How did that situation get sorted out? How did you work that out with LFA?
To be honest, I don't know. I told my coach, I was like, yeah, I fight for the show. He said, all right, don't worry about it. I'll take care of everything else. So then, that was that. I mean, he spoke to Mark Berry, the matchmaker, and Mick, I'm sure. I don't know. I just know, they said, okay, he could go fight, and that was that. So I'm not too sure of what happened. I just left everything to my coach, and, that was that. I just started training.
Shout out to your coach and shout out to LFA for allowing you to go out there and get another chance, man.
I appreciate that, that was much love, man. I mean, they didn't have to do all that, but I mean, there was like 6 weeks, till maybe about 4 weeks till the show. So I mean, they had enough time to find another fighter and stuff. At least I think 4 weeks is a good time frame.
Oh, definitely. There's a lot of guys out there hungry that haven't fought all year. So I'm pretty sure it's easy.
I know. Yeah. So I mean, I was blessed to get that fight, and then I was even more blessed to get the call back. I mean, although it was a replacement, that's what I wanted. My last fight was a banger. And I think I even told you, I was like, man, Jay, I like, if the fight goes the distance, I like, man, I'm probably not gonna win. I just don't. My whole career, I just don't win on decisions for some reason. So I just have to go in there and freaking either tap them out or freaking knock them out. So you already know my game plan. You already know my game plan. So.
You did tell me that in our interview last time that if it goes to the judges, it might not work out your way, but hey, in the eyes of the people that matter, like Dana White and Mick Maynard, it worked out your way. You're back here, and that fight is, I think, a fight of the season candidate, man, for real. Like, it was a banger.
Because I mean, me and Jeffrey were throwing them things, and the fight wasn't boring. There've been a lot of distance fights that were boring. So, that's good too.
Yeah. So looking back at that experience, man, what were some of the biggest takeaways, some of the learning lessons for yourself?
You know what? I think personally, I feel like I could have pushed the pace even more. I mean, I know that the fight looked like it was a fast-paced fight, but I think I could have done more. I didn't go for not one takedown. I don't think so. I mean, he pressed me up against the cage, going for takedowns, and that took a lot of time out. But watching the fight from the outside, he was also, I guess, in control of the fight. Because my back was against the cage for about a minute or so. So, I could have done the same thing, maybe try to go for some takedowns or something, but that's not my style, And then I guess when he seen he couldn't take me down, we just stood up from there. And I mean, his kickboxing was, I guess, a a bit better than mine, but I mean, I think he really underestimated my stand up as well. But overall, I think I could have just pushed the pace more. And this fight coming up, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think no slow starts. It's from start to finish. It's gonna be a freaking 100%.
You had a cut over your eye, and then you're probably pretty.
Turn on the light. You can see that, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
you all
pretty.
good.
I put some makeup on it sometimes.
But you all good now. But you're probably pretty sore after that fight because you guys went 15 minutes hard. How long did it take you to get back into training full swing?
So it took me about 2 weeks. About 2 weeks, but only because I still had the freaking stitches, on my face. So as soon as I took the stitches out, I waited about maybe 2-3 more days because they told me 10 days to keep the stitches in. Then I waited like 2 or 3 more days to go in, and then I went back in with a freaking headgear, and I started sparring. ASAP. I just put Vaseline on my face and put a boxing gear on, and that was that. I mean, I took off maybe 2 weeks max from the fight to having my stitches out to back in training. I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't. I mean, I wasn't hurt. My foot wasn't hurt. My hands on it was just this cut. So I just had to work on some freaking head movement, and that was that, man. I mean, everything else was almost good.
Did you decide to dedicate any part of your training to certain in particular because of the fight?
No, my last fight went pretty much how I thought it would. I mean, like I said, I could have been more aggressive, during the whole fight. I mean, I like I said, I thought I was pretty aggressive, but I mean, me knowing myself, knowing the way I fight, knowing the amount of pressure that I know that I'm capable of, I know that I could have went 20% more, in every single round. I mean, of course we work on everything that we need to. So I mean, I'm not just working on just my stand up or my cage takedown defense or whichever. We're working on trying to get better as a whole fighter. Not just in one particular stage of the fight. So I mean, I feel ready. I mean, I feel better than what I was back in August.
All right. Well, November 17th, you're taking on JP Bays, a guy that's also getting his second chance on the Contender Series. Have you gotten a chance to study him, and what do you think about his style?
I mean, he looks strong. I seen he fights at 35 and 25. I think he gasses out pretty often. To be honest, I know he to me it looked like he gassed out on his contenders fight. When he fought Jacoby. I think that's his name. He got finished in the second round, and then I seen he gassed out again and fight back in freaking Russia or something like that. But I mean, he's a strong wrestler. I mean, he's pretty high level jits. I mean, the fight is gonna be fun. But like I told you, I've been fighting wrestlers my whole life. I mean, I know his game plan, and I'm sure him and his coaches, they know of my game plan. I'm pretty good friends with some of his teammates over there at his gym he trains at. So I mean, we know what each other's strong point is. So I mean, I'm gonna try to knock him out, and I'm sure he's gonna try to take me down and try to ground and pound me and stuff, But hey, I'm ready for it, bro. I'm a dog, man. I'm freaking ready for it.
Yeah, this is what makes this matchup fun because you bring that striking, the power on the feet, and then he is very strong in the wrestling and the grappling. So it's like who can put the fight where they can have the advantage, man. And even if it does go to that area, can the other fighter combat that and get it to where they need it to be, right? That's what makes it fun. That's why I love MMA.
I know, man. Me too. You know, the last fight, it was like, you know, two stand-up guys fighting, which, I mean, people love to see stand-up guys fight, you know. But when you have like the two opposite skill set, then it makes it a real martial art fight, you know, because you know you have two different arts, you know, trying to battle against, you know, each other. And I mean, I think it's gonna be fun. You know, I mean, although I want to win and stuff, but I love putting on a show, man. I love, you know, giving my fans their freaking money worth. I mean, I know no one's paying for this fight unless they, you know, have the app and stuff. But I mean, you know, even back in Houston, bro, I don't put on boring fights, man. I don't. It's gonna be fun.
The gas tank. Do you think that's gonna be what separates you from him?
For sure. I think the gas tank. My last fight, I'm just saying, if the fight would have been 5 rounds, I think Jeffrey would have been done, because that third round was mine, bro. I don't know how they said I lost that third round, but I mean, I caught my second win, and I mean, you know, I think I outscored him that third round. And if the fight would have went to round 4, you know, I for sure would have won the fight. But I mean, you know, my gas tank and my heart, my will to win is something that, you know, I know a lot of fighters they don't really have. And JP, that's the name, right?
Yeah.
JP, he's strong and stuff, but I don't think he has the same gas tank as me. So I mean, he's gonna try to grind it out and stuff, but you know, I know it's not gonna be, you know, my same kind of pressure.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people say that online. You know, after the fight, they said that if that fight would have went 1 or 2 more rounds, you would have got the knockout, because it looked like Molina was slowing down, but you were just going the same rate as you were in the first round. So you know, it's something that's questionable, but it doesn't matter, man, because you got this fight coming up.
Exactly.
And you got your chance, man. And how do you see?
Bro.
Exactly. And how do you see this fight, man? How do you see yourself getting the win?
I see this fight fucking standing up, man. I mean, you know, I'm gonna knock him out, bro. That's it. Either with maybe ground and pound, or I would say left hook, because he's a southpaw. But you know, I mean, that's you know every fight that I go into, I say that, you know, that's my main goal, is to you know knock him out. And I mean, I throw a freaking 100% from the first round to the last round. It's like there's no empty, you know. I mean, it's not gas, it's fucking diesel. And I mean, that thing just stays running, bro. You know what I mean? And I mean, I know it sounds funny, but I mean, I'm fucking serious, dude. Like, you know, there's only one level, and that's, you know, full speed ahead for me, man. So I mean, I plan on knocking him out. That's that.
Well, we know what you bring, man. We've seen you fight a bunch of times, and people who haven't seen you fight on the regional series, they saw you fight on the Contender Series, so they got a little taste of it. Now they're just gonna get more of it. Now,
man, that was so crazy too. That was so crazy. My phone was blowing up like ridiculously, man.
That's good, man. That's good to hear. One last thing, man. You know, there's the money, there's the family, there's the fame, there's the titles, there's the competition. You know, what is the motivation right now for you moving forward?
My motivation is to you know, get this contract, so that, you know, I could you know, pretty much set my family, you know. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna say I'm young, but you know, I bought my house when I was 25, you know, which is pretty young, you know. I had my daughter when my daughter was, I had my daughter when my daughter was when I was 21, you know. So I was young. Then we bought a house, you know. My wife has like school loans and stuff, but I mean I just want to make it a lot easier on my wife and myself as well, you know. I mean, we've just been struggling, you know, from making freaking $7 an hour to, to like me actually fighting for freaking for this contract,
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, times been hard, so I mean, I just want to make our life a whole lot easier, and this contract, is possible. Like my teammate, Adrian Yanez, he
Oh, yeah.
just did work, man, and I mean that dude just made twice his salary in 3 minutes, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that's the kind of stuff that like real. I'm not gonna say it's life changing, but it could be if you move your money right,
Yeah.
and depending on your living situation, you could do a lot with that with that 50,000 bonus, And I mean, I don't know what his fight purse was. Let's say it was 10-10. So I mean, he made 70,000 in 3 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and he probably made that in the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, this is pretty much fucking life changing, bro.
Definitely. Well, November 17th, Dana White's
Hey, it's
Contender
gonna be
Series.
fun.
You're back
It's
in
gonna
there.
be
It is
fun,
gonna be
bro.
fun, man. JP has a good style. It's gonna be a great fight, man. And good luck to you, man, and all the best, man, to you and your family.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that, brother. Much love, man. Thanks for the figure interview, bro. I appreciate that.